we spoke about energy and all those things. So today, as you know, we don't like the we don't like that. We don't like that. We're starting with full vim.
Yeah, I'm starting the week with full vim. It's a new week.
I can never get used to you this calm.
I'm actually a very, very, very shy and calm person.
And then what happens? So me, they won't refer me.
Not that feral or anything of such, but it just goes and bounces off.
Goes and bounces off.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So
it
I
has
guess
nothing. It actually has absolutely nothing
to do
with you.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. What's trending on X this morning?
Well, a couple of things are trending, and I hope I don't trend because of what you said. Trying to place me somewhere in your ranking, please. In the words of Shatawale, or Bilal. Or
me that I'm telling you how I feel about you.
Please, in the words of Shatawale, or Bilal. Okay. Use his voice for this particular clip. Or Bilal. So a lot is actually trending on X. And as always, you should be following the MX24 X page. That is at MX24GH, because that's where the action goes down. Yeah, you understand a lot of action going down inside this page. But first of all, let me take this opportunity to tell you more about something sensational. In the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, sensational. And also in the words of one of my favorite rappers, sensational. Yeah, something very, very sensational happening much later in October. October is a special month. October is the month in which a lot of the billionaires in the world were born. And that's also a very special month for us here inside MX24, because when we talk about Cross It Out, I think, Daphne will tell us more.
I've already started rapping. Look at my pink earring. I've already started rapping.
Okay.
Cross it, cross it out to feel easy breezy. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Cross it out, cross it, cross it out to feel easy breezy. Maybe we'll say electricity. I've said what I had to say.
If electricity is there, then kicking me. So what's going to be kicking you is on the 24th of October. Yeah, on the 24th of October, we'll be having the Cross It Out concert. Yes. So last year it was massive. Yeah. Myself and Augustine, we were there, rooming in the background. Yeah, everybody was floating about like a bee, It was fantastic. We had Fia on stage. We had certainly Ghana's favorite twins. That is Lali X Lula. They were on stage as well. I remember it was an all-female lineup, and I went to raise issues with the bosses that me too, I can rap before, but they said, oh nah, actually you gotta chill for us this time. So it's happening again, and this time, Jackie. Jackie. No. I don't know which song to sing. Should we sing Sankofa?
Yeah, of course. Let's sing Sankofa. Let's go.
Me sing over the weekend, and the person told me I had a bad singing voice, so I'm not going to start singing here, please. Please. So you want to help us?
My mind day for you.
Sankofa, my mind day for you. Oh, Charlie.
Jackie will be proud of
me. Sing, continue.
What's up, whatever.
Hey, the easiest part, Mona, you forgot to know.
Let's get
anyway, so Jackie will be performing live on stage. She's headlining the show. You want to feel the sensation when it comes to her new project, please, you've got to be there. If you've got old specials from Jackie as well, you've got to be there. It's happening inside the Alliance Francaise on the 24th of October. Yeah, so Charlie, cap your tickets now. Yeah, not hopefully, I'll be giving out tickets myself too. Don't worry.
Okay.
Look out for me on my X page. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I'll give out tickets to the lady them who won't come. Yeah, I mean.
And for the men too, you can support your ladies by also coming along. And also, for those of you who like cool music, like to be around people.
No, you like good music.
Yeah.
Eclectic music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Going to be cool vibes. It's not just for ladies alone.
Yeah.
Boys' lives matter too.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie, thank you. Boys' lives matter. Hence, please just dial *365, *88, *56# today for your tickets. It's a cool one blue note, aka 100 Ghana cedis. So Charlie,
100 CDs for Lali and Lola, Jackie.
Yeah. And more surprises, please. You hold on. Every time I come, I'll release one name. Every time I come, I'll release one name.
We like it. We like it.
That's how we do it in the town. That's how we do it in the town. That's how we do it in the town. Anyways, we're currently live as well. So you're about stepping out. Please just do well. You know, pick up your phone, get onto the X app, and then just search for MX24GH. If you're not following, please, what have you been waiting for? What have you been waiting for? Anyways, let's bump into other things that are trending, and yeah, we'll do a lot of the sports on sports. Don't worry, but calm down. So Arsenal were victorious over Newcastle over the weekend. Special season for them. They're trying to prove to everybody that they've got the mettle to come back from a goal down at St. James's Park. A lot of drama, controversy, VAR controversy, injury here and there. A lot of shenanigans in that game.
Okay, but before we move on, right, I think last week I kind of read a story where there was Arsenal in it and the names I was seeing. Now, someone came on my WhatsApp status and then said, it's not Atete, it's Atete. Atete. Hey. Please, I need the real name.
So, Mikel Arteta.
Arteta.
Yeah, Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta or Mikel Arteta. It's a Spanish name.
Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
And then the Nigerian guy.
Which Nigerian guy?
His name starts with E.
Eze.
Eze,
So Eze actually plays for the English national team, but he's supposed to have been playing for.
Okay. So
Eberechi Eze.
Eberechi Eze, and then Michelle Ateta.
Mikel.
Oh, Mikel.
Yeah.
Ateta. Good.
Not
thank you.
Ateta.
Yeah. Hey, thank you very much. Honorable Arsenal PR.
Please, I'm not Arsenal's PR. Arsenal fans actually don't like me.
Don't like you, right?
Every club's fan does not like me.
Hey.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So Barcelona also came back from a goal down, and then they won against Real Sociedad in that one. And also in Italy, it was AC Milan. They started well, ended the game well, beating Napoli to ensure that Napoli got their first defeat of the season. Now, a lot of things are trending. Let's get into some of them. So, Rapaholic.
Of course.
Let's start off with Rapaholic, homecoming. So, over the weekend, the guys were in Kumasi. They did not take me along. I know vex.
We've still come to work. We didn't do your friend is saying.
Yeah.
Why didn't we go to Rapaholic?
Oh no. They took Kilimanjaro, aka Moon. They took him along. Yeah.
Who's Moon?
Don't worry, it's the same person. His name is Kilimanjaro.
Who's Kilimanjaro?
Oh, don't worry. Oh, there's a lot.
Hey, but we've still come to work. We are angry, but we've come. We love you.
Anyways, so Sarkodie, yeah. He headlined his own concert at the Babaya Sports Stadium. During the day, it started raining. The rain cleared. People formed long queues, got in there, show started. People were hyping. Let me see your hands. Let me see your handkerchief. Let's wave, wave, wave. The next thing we'll see is God said, Enya monje, monje, monje. Then it started raining.
It started raining again.
As if that was going to deter the crowd. My Kumasi people, see, I've been in that stadium to watch a Black Stars game when it rained. And I know what they can do.
They are the meaning of whether rain or sunshine.
Oh, Chale.
They are the real meaning of that.
That day, it was an AFCON qualifier. Or no, it was a World Cup qualifier. It was a World Cup qualifier. That game ended 4-3 in favor of Ghana. It was last year. Just last year, it rained heavily in the second half. The most part of the second half, it was raining heavily. They were in the stands. So what they did for Mother Ghana, they did for Sarkodie. That's how much.
It's the homecoming.
Charlie,
yeah.
That's the love.
That's the love.
The artists who came on stage, Charlie, back to back. And there were some controversies, and Sarkodie will be using a certain pot. Will not be touching the grass. Will be touching the grass. Then they say, Sarkodie, we've given you small portion. It's like weeding portion in SS or the Adoha. and Sarkodie doored that place beautifully. A lot of artists passed through. Medical went there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shatawale.
Yeah.
Hey, one side, shoulder.
Anyway, so that was done, and then Sarkodie got all emotional when Obrafo was on stage.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We got to see that, guys. We have to see that.
Oh, you want to see that one? Let me try and find that for you. But Sarkodie was very, very much on stage, crying. You know, yeah. So this is a portion of the crowd. You know, yeah, beautiful shots
and
like this.
Let me say something to people. Let me look in the camera and then talk. I don't know why Ghanaians, we like to do this. We really enjoy people's downfall, because it's sad that I went on social media trying to see how it's going so far, especially with the MX24 team that was there. And then I kept seeing in the comment section in the MX24 page that people were laughing that, hey, empty crowd, empty crowd, empty crowd. It was like that. And I was asking myself, why? Why? And so we both know that it's raining. So definitely people will find places to go and then hide and come back. Why do we enjoy the downfall of people? And I hope you guys are feeling okay this morning, because guess what? Rapaholic was a success. It was a success. But then yes,
No,
that's what
but
happened.
you see, let me just try and break this down for you. MX24 was heavy on the ground.
Of course.
Look, Mac to the man to the mountain. Yeah, he was well oiled on the ground. Now a jinkun our fam. You understand? Yeah, he was melting, and you know, hey, it's too
Like
early in the
in
morning.
Kutu.
Let me forget the next word that was about to come, and let's continue. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
MX24 was everywhere, blowing everything up. For the fans of artists who are kind of using some shades and those kind of things, listen, fandom has a place where it gets to and it ends, and then we all need to support each other.
Period. Point blank.
The artists that you are supporting and trying to pitch up against each other have each other on speed dial. Who do you have on speed dial? That should be the question for this morning. Yeah.
Well, let's move away from that.
Oh,
Stoneboy
no.
is trending.
So Stoneboy is trending because he went to actually watch Kudus play for Tottenham Hotspur against Wolverhampton Wanderers.
So that's why he's trending.
That's why he's trending. People are trying to piece together why he was in London and not in Kumasi. So for that, I'll try and make a case. So Tottenham Hotspur contacted Stoneboy to make a quick fix to one of his songs to announce Kudus back then. So now that Kudus has been announced, Stoneboy was also in school, writing exams and all that. The moment he was done, this was the first game, so Tottenham says, come over. Please, who are we? They are brothers. They came up together. When they were sitting in the bus, and all the Tema guys were sitting in the bus and were touring schools in Ghana, in the 2012s, 2009s, 2010s, where thou art. Now you are trying to pitch them together. Hey, yo, no problem. Anyways, so a lot is happening. A lot is happening. Let's continue. So Rapaholic, big on the card. Very successful event inside Kumasi. Everyone passed through. Everyone passed through. One of my favorite portions of the event actually was when the AI avatar of Akab Ebenezer came onto the giant screen and people went bonkers. People were behest. Hey, oh, Charlie.
Did you see the video of the Ashanti Regional Minister?
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Honorable Doctor.
This is so sweet.
If I tell you, the morning he went to play football before he came there. Charlie. Anyways, let's get into other trends. Oh, I'm looking for one. Okay, so let's now do this here. So DSTV is trending, and I think Augustine would also be bringing us that because the conversation between the ministry and then you know DSTV is going on, But also, DSTV is trending also because of one other thing, that is this. So Finalist is trending in Ghana because of the Big Brother show. So Big Brother season 10, also known as 10 over 10 minus 0, is coming to an end next week, Sunday. So next week by this time, or this Sunday, so next week by this time, we know who won. And since it's 10 over 10, it is 10 finalists making it through. For the first time, yeah, 10 finalists making it through. So they started with 29 people. One person sought for a voluntary exit because her feet were getting swollen a bit out of water retention. Then the rest were all evicted, and it's now left with top 10. Yesterday, 3 people went home after an emotional roller coaster day early on in the day, where their families rather came to the arena and had a conversation with them, but they had noise cancellation headphones on with music playing, so they could not actually hear what their family or members were telling them. So it was. So they've got 10 people going into the final. I hope your favorite is part, and you get to vote for your favorite as well. So it's very interesting there. Yeah, a lot of people's favorites are inside the house. A lot of people's favorites are outside the house. So top 10. I hope you have your favorite in there still.
No, I don't.
Okay. So, media, my favorites. We are inside Boko.
Yeah, inside Boko.
Yeah. And also, congratulations to UDS is trending because the UDS team went all the way to the FISU games, and they actually won the laurels. They beat everybody and beat Brazil in the final. So the game started, Brazil kicked off. Immediately they kicked off, they went to score Ghana. Ghana did not even settle. Then when Ghana settled like particles, they decided that they'll beat them back to back. So it ended in a very nice way. And all of a sudden, there are victory messages from everybody.
FISU World Cup.
Yeah. Oh, Charlie, it's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
No. So we've got to congratulate them. First African team to do so. Yes, first African team to do so. And they beat the defending champions, Brazil, to do so.
Wow.
And if this is not a sports show, I'd have the opportunity to break down this team and tell you where we erred as a people.
Or why they should play for the national.
No. We have erred as a people.
Really?
It's too early in the morning, but I want us to revisit a certain conversation. Use this UDS win to let's use it as a catalyst to revisit a conversation. You remember 2 seasons ago, Real Tamale United got relegated from the GPL under very, very circumstances. What happened? Even in their final game, there was an issue where they went to rent players who were not registered to come and play, where the actual players were on strike somewhere. Listen, some of those players on strike somewhere were part of this team. The coach of that team was the one who took this team to the World Cup to go and win. And we are here doing musical chairs with few people for the national team coaches. Musical chairs. Me, I don't say anything. Me, I just want us to have that conversation. So where did that RTU case end? It's saddening anyway. So congratulations to UDS. And as a result of this, a lot of people are showing up with their schools, Yeah, people are throwing shades at University of Ghana. People are throwing shades at KNUST. People are throwing shades at everybody.
That's what.
Me. I'm not going to do anybody shading because me, I am. So a lot of the rest is all sports, trending.
Of course, which is very much okay. But I know you're going to talk about it later on.
Yeah. A lot of sports trending, and PGMOL is trending because of very, very strange VAR decisions all over the weekend. Yeah, someone's head gets kicked in the penalty box. They say it's not.
What's PGML?
So that's the official body that regulates the referees in the EPL.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are there, and yeah, basically it's all about football.
Yeah.
Football, and certainly rapaholic, huh? Bakubiaye, 10 billion, not 10K. But Charlie, the guys who won the tickets on the show, that's the MX24, gave the opportunity to fans to view and win two guys were here. Let me try and hazard their names. There was Arthur, and then I think there was Evans as well. Yeah. Charlie, guys, can you tell me how it was in Kumasi? Yeah. Can you tell me?
We'll have a conversation with them.
Oh, me, I want to hear how it was. Me, I want to dance. I want to move my me, try me now. I say, gee. Yeah.
I really want to know how it felt for them. Being at looking at the live, being at the VIP session. Yeah. Hey.
Anyways, that's that. As far as that is concerned, with the trends. Daphne, over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Sedina. I can't wait to have you back for sports so that we get to discuss all these things that Wenia Bria Wuking. I really want to know, really want to understand why Sedina is worked up about the Tamale team and all of that. Exactly. So you'll be back for sports. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's for that's as much that's concerned for what is trending on X. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be right back with some morning news with Augustine Saint.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
It's the start of a new week here on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Adam Saint, and welcome to the morning news. Good morning.
Good morning, Augustine Adam Kobe.
Yeah.
Said them.
No, I'm not saying
all the dems. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you having a good start of? Because let me tell you, the Monday is one of the most important days. That's what people say. But I personally, I actually do agree.
Well, I
think
disagree.
that
I don't like Mondays, and
you
anybody
don't
who
like-
really
But that's
knows
what
me
I'm
knows
saying.
I
That
don't like
it's one
Mondays.
of the most important days because it kind of like actually makes you know how your week is going to go. And so if
Really?
you already wake up and say I don't like Mondays,
Oh
then
no,
you know
no,
that
no, no,
your
no,
week
no.
is yeah.
Well, my reasons for not liking Mondays is how everybody attacks some sort of seriousness to Mondays. I mean,
Yes.
like you wake up in the morning and there's so much traffic. You're going back, there's traffic, like, and everybody's like, it's a Monday morning. So I'm like, chill. It's just another day of the week. Come on. I was having this conversation with someone yesterday, and the person was like, even if we should shift like the start of a week to a Tuesday, it would still be the same thing.
It'll still be the
And
same
I was like,
thing.
okay, but I don't know. A lot of people are so pumped about Mondays.
Can I
I'm
bust your
like,
brain that if the start of the week actually was a Friday, it's going to be the same thing?
really?
Yes, I'm telling you, because everyone treats the start of the week with haste, with anxiety, not knowing
What the week is.
what the week is
Anyway,
exactly.
okay.
This morning I woke up and then I say, Anna, I should call and say I have fever because
Are you exposing yourself? That's me.
Because I was so anxious this week, but I know for sure and for facts that I'm going to have a
just have a
good week.
positive week.
Exactly, because of how I'm showing up and showing out.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, what has
Yeah.
been going on in the last weekend? I didn't say 24 hours because in the
Okay.
last weekend, I'm very, very much interested in DSTV. Because it's looking like...
Okay. So
Yeah,
since you're interested in DSTV, but
Yeah.
do you watch DSTV though?
Oh, my brother.
Okay.
There's some in my...
One out of 10 Ghanaians do not have DSTV, yet our minister is actively fighting DSTV.
Now, this is what people are talking about, that you can put in the same
Effort
energy
in-
into other things. But I think
Here
that
we are with Aquaba Magic saying that that's what we are using to promote Ghanaian movies. Now, if you check the kind of movies, Ghanaian movies or content that is being shown on Aquaba Magic, I'm like, wow, we have come far.
when I saw the video of him when he was saying that because he cares about Ghanaians, that's why he's going to, and he was like this. I was like,
Honorable, we no send you. We have been watching MX24 since. We don't want the communities.
when it comes to movies, we are there.
Oh,
When it comes to songs, we are
should
there.
we mention the shows?
News, we are there.
Ah.
We have, what again do people want?
don't want-
DSTV, we don't, put
MX24 morning till night.
Yes,
In fact, morning
first
to
of-
morning.
please fix the bad network, the bad Telecel and
Airtel Tigo.
Airtel Tigo. Yes, we
I will
love
start this morning.
we love Telecel. Okay, you know how we do it here. We love Telecel.
Airtel Tigo
That's
now
a
now only works at midnight. During the day,
Why?
it doesn't. Hey, they will be suffering. But anyways, that's another conversation.
That's another
Let's talk about
conversation.
DSTV now. For I dare say a couple of months, DSTV has been going back and forth with the Minister for Communications, that's Sam George, and well, he says that today there's going to be a briefing at 3 p.m. today, where we are going to see some sort of finality to what the stance from government and what the stance from multi-choice is going to be with regards to DSTV's operation in Ghana. Now, why exactly is Sam George going back and forth? He's asking for a reduction. DSTV says that, well, looking at certain things within their jurisdiction, a reduction is not possible now, but they are doing jaw politics to see where each other can meet at the point of their need. So the minister says that you want more channels. Now the channels on this side, we've not finished watching. Now you want more.
Sometimes I'll be which channel is this? Ghana Wedding.
True.
Why Wedding TV?
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you're like, which channel is this?
But I also share in the sentiments of Ghanaians who ask why the minister is so, I won't say
eager and
aggressive,
keen,
yes. So
keen, yeah.
I don't know about
Keen
this
on the
particular
matter, yeah.
topic when we can channel it to other channels. Like I said, we want to create Ghanaian content and promote. In the NDC manifesto, they said, well, they were going to make Ghana more or less like one of the world-class producing best movies and yada yada when it comes to content.
So what are we doing about it?
Black Star Film Experience, we haven't seen the forward.
No, but you see, it's
Before we see the
crazy.
back.
Are we very much aware that last week, the whole of last week, Deyemi was in Ghana with
yeah.
Juliet Asante.
Yeah, yeah.
She was the
They were talking about, I think they're talking about the film.
Authority.
Yeah,
Yes.
the film
And
festival.
her show, Black Star International Film Festival. Yesterday they were showing a movie. I'm not sure people turned up that much, but we need to have conversations about this because they are frontliners who are actually doing it. Look at producers like Lila Jansi, who
Shelley
recently
Frimpong
people dragged for saying that, I don't know if you saw, people were dragging her saying that, what do you mean by you were supposed to shoot woman in South Africa took it from you? Like, let her speak her truth.
Right.
She's bashed. I mean, let her speak. The South Africans were there in the comment section on Ghanaian blog saying that it's Massa Hamasa. But then again, let her speak her truth. And Leila Jazzy is always, coming out to speak about why we need to do better in the industry.
Okay.
The only reason why I get pissed when we keep going on and on and on about this is why we are not doing well. This is why we're not doing well. Other actors and actresses, right, can equally become producers. Let me tell you why. Because nowadays, no one is sitting there waiting for a producer to call you. That was those times. And I think that we've spoken, and then they are hearing it because now there's Emilia Brobe TV, Castle TV. I watch it. If I see, go on YouTube and then I see this, I will watch it. I recently watched Emilia Brobe TV that had Viveka, and I was so excited. Calibos was in it. All the stars came together, and I was so excited because this is the conversations that we are supposed to with Honorable. These are the conversations that we are supposed to be having, not DSTV. How many Ghanaians? How many people around have DSTV nowadays? Sit down in front of the TV set and then, I guess if it's for the sports, no.
And even at that stuff, now we have channels, I dare say free-to-air channels that are also doing equally the same 247 broadcasts of
so then what
sport
again
programs.
do we want?
Well,
let's get into it.
Anyways, let's do this final one. The NPP. So there's tension in the NPP. Tension has started.
Yes.
Oh, you've seen it?
Tell me, yes. Yes.
So it's all in the build-up to the 31st of January 2026, the primaries, presidential primaries. Now, the Bono regional chairman, that's Abronya DC, and then the Ashanti regional chairman, Muntumi, have made some statements with regards to what is going to happen in 2026. Now, Muntumi says that, well, the date 31st January 2026 was selected to favor one candidate. Let me bust your mind. Now, the Bono regional chairman says that he's the one that is compiling the voter, not the voter register, but the album of voters for that particular region. So what does that say to you? Is he might alter the names that would appear in there.
Wow.
Now, the party has also come back, and instead of them trying to solve whatever or clarify whatever, they are rather distancing themselves from the claim. So I was asking myself, immediately I saw the statement from the MP, I was asking myself, does it mean that these claims are true? Because one, if they are not true, you will not distance yourself. You rather either refute the statements or something. This is simple PR. Because if you distance yourself, it means that, okay, well, there's some iota of truth, and you don't want that truth to smear or whatever might happen.
So you rather not say anything at all.
Rather not say anything at all and let it play out. But let me shock you. The 2026 presidential hopeful, or one of them, Kennedy Ohene Japan, is calling on the party to sort of call these two to order and meta some punitive measures to these individuals. But would the party do it, given the stance they've taken of distancing themselves? Distancing yourself means that you don't want any part of whatever is going on. Interesting dynamics. Interesting. And wait, so if the Bono regional chairman or the Ashanti regional chairman is saying that the date 31st January was selected to favor one candidate, now mind you, Wontumi is a supporter of Bawumia.
Yes, strong one.
So meaning that the date is not favoring Bawumia, because if it was favoring Bawumia, he would say it was selected to favor, or he wouldn't have even said it in the first place. But here he is saying that he's selected to favor one candidate. Now, who is that candidate? Is it Brian Champong? Is it Kwabena Japan? Is it Educhum? Is it Kennedy Ohene Japan? Who exactly?
This is complicated.
And it is, but I'm interested in seeing how this plays out, because when this whole thing started, I'm, for one, and among other people, mentioned that, well, the tangent in which the NPP is going, they're rather going to dismantle their party, and it's playing out. Instead of you starting from the bottom, because people have issues internally, but you're trying to fix it from the top. And the top, there are clash of personalities, clash of ideas, clash of titans, I dare say. So it's Charlie, 31st January
is
is a long road, but it's beginning to get interesting.
Yeah.
But let's get into our stories for this morning and start off with the internal tensions in the NPP as the campaign team of the New Patriotic Party, flag bearer Hopeful Kennedy in Japan, is calling for disciplinary action against two regional chairmen of the party. That's the Ashanti Regional Chairman Bernard Entry-Bosiako, popularly known as Wuntumi, and the Bono Regional Chairman Kwame Bafo, also known as Abronya DC. Now, these two have come under fire for comments they made about the upcoming presidential primaries. Now, the NPP has already distanced itself from their remarks, stating that they do not reflect the party's official position. Now, Wuntumi reportedly suggested that January 31st, 2026, the date for the primaries was designed to favor a political aspirant, while Abronya allegedly claimed he controls the Bono Regional album and could prevent certain individuals from voting. Now, Wuntumi has since clarified that his comments were reflections of concerns raised by grassroots supporters and not only his personal position. Now, first off, let's walk you through the details of the statement released by the NPP, distancing itself from this particular statement. And it says, the New Patriotic Party reaffirms commitment to fair democratic processes. Now, the national leadership of the New Patriotic Party urges the public and its stakeholders to disregard recent public pronouncements by the Ashanti Regional Chairman, Mr. Bernard Entry-Bosiako, and the Bono Regional Chairman, Mr. Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronya DC, as their statements do not represent the ideals and practices of the party. It goes on to say that the party wishes to categorically state that no individual, irrespective of rank or position, has a monopoly or unilateral control over the compilation of polling station albums. For the avoidance of doubt, the compilation of polling station albums strictly adheres to the established compliance procedures. The National Secretariat will, at the appropriate time, issue clear and transparent guidelines, protocols, and procedures designed to safeguard integrity, credibility, and fairness at every stage of the process. We wish to assure all stakeholders, particularly polling station executives across the country, that such pronouncements should be disregarded and treated with the utmost contempt they deserve. Now, it goes on to talk about Wuntumi's part of the statement, where it says that he has been heard alleging that the decision to hold the party's presidential primaries on January 31, 2026 was calculated to favor a particular aspirant. The party affirms that this assertion is unfounded. The National Council exhaustively deliberated and took this decision in the party's supreme and strategic interest. Given the caliber of members of the National Council, no individual can manipulate or influence a decision in his or her favor. The decision to hold an early Congress is intended solely to provide the party with sufficient time and strategic advantage to reorganize, reposition, and recapture power in 2028. Okay, now it goes on to also conclude and say that the party remains resolutely committed to upholding transparency, fairness, and internal democracy in all its processes. Leadership will continue to ensure that every stage of our electoral activity reflects the highest standards of integrity and credibility. And this came in from the scribe or the secretary of the party, Justin Kodria from Pom. Now let's walk you through the details also released by Kennedy Ohene Japan earlier about this particular statement. He's calling for the sanction of the Ashanti and Bono regional chairmen for gross anti-party conduct. Now, our attention has been, his attention has been drawn to two disturbing videos circulating on social media in which Mr. Bernard Entry-Bosiako, Chairman Wuntumi, and Mr. Kwame Bafo Abronye, regional chairman of the Ashanti and Bono regions, respectively, are heard alleging manipulation of the NPP's electoral register and the process to favor a particular candidate ahead of the January 2026 presidential primaries. These comments amount to gross misconduct and a grave violation of the party's constitution. And that's stated, it says Article 4.7. Now, they do not only damage the reputation of the NPP as a democratic institution, but also directly threaten the credibility and unity of the upcoming presidential primaries. Now, the two individuals involved are not ordinary party members. As members of both the National Executive Committees and the National Council, Article 10.3.4 of the NPP Constitution, two of the highest decision-making organs of the party, their words carry weight. For this reason, it is wholly inadequate for the party leadership to simply dissociate itself from its reckless utterances. It has to be both condemned and sanctioned. We therefore recommend that the National Executive Committee, that's NEC, and the National Council of the NPP immediately summoned the two regional chairmen before the appropriate disciplinary bodies and processes. Now, it goes on to also say that failure to act swiftly and decisively will only reinforce the widespread perception of bias and lend credibility to the dangerous narrative that there is indeed a calculated orchestration to skew the process in favor of a particular candidate. He concludes the statement and says that he assures the rank and file of the party that Team Ken remains resolute in its commitment to a transparent, free, and fair electoral process ahead of the primaries in January 2026. And this came in from lawyer Kwesi Kwarteng. He is the spokesperson to Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapong. Now, away from the internal discourse in the NPP, let's turn our focus to illegal mining, because government says it is intensifying its fights against illegal mining. Now, the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boa, has ordered the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Task Force to deal ruthlessly with galamsey operators. Now, he described illegal mining as a national security threat and stressed that the task force has the full backing of President John Dramani Mahama to restore sanity in the sector.
Get here. Group of Ghanaians have decided they don't care what we say or what we do. What they want to do is to continue destructing the Ankobra, the Brim, and the Bra, and even take it to the Volta. And that is why they are bent on pumping out death and poison into these major rivers that are our lifeblood. We have come to that stage, and the president has made it clear. This fight against illegal mining is not going to be stopped, and every measure at the president's disposal will be used. We charge you, as a government prepares to deploy you for your permanent presence into the forest reserve and water bodies. Understand this clearly. These areas has now been declared by the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces as security zones. But for those who have decided that that is the only places, including our forest reserves, is where they are going to make their money, your time is up. I charge you with a profound sense of duty and patriotism. Any recalcitrant entry into these zones is not merely a trespasser, they are an enemy of the state. You are to be firm, you are to be resolute.
Well, that was the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, Emmanuel Ama Kofi-Boa, charging the anti-illegal mining task force to be ruthless and resolute in clamping down on illegal mining. Now, this morning, let's turn our focus to the world of business, as a team from the International Monetary Fund has begun its 5th review of Ghana's performance under the International Monetary Fund program. The delegation, led by the mission chief Stefan Rode, arrived in Accra over the weekend and will be in the country for the next 2 weeks. They are expected to hold meetings with officials from the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana, including Governor Dr. Johnson Esiama and Finance Minister Dr. Kaseo Ato-Forson. Now, key issues on the table for discussion include arrears clearance, the impact of recent policy rate cuts, and the central bank's reserve position. Now, this review is the second to last before Ghana concludes the IMF program in May 2026. So we'll keep you updated on the progress of this committee or this delegation from the IMF here in Ghana, who are supposed to be in the country for the next 2 weeks, holding high-level discussions with the governor of the Bank of Ghana, as well as the Minister for Finance, Kaseo Ato-Forson. As always, we'll keep you updated on the progress, and highlights from the discussions will be shared subsequently. But away from that, traders at the Agbogloshi markets have rejected findings from a new report linking food crops to mercury and heavy metal contamination in mining areas. Now, the study conducted by the Environmental Protection Agency in collaboration with UK-based NGO Africa Pure Earth revealed that sample items such as kontomire, tomatoes, coconuts, and other vegetables from mining regions may be unsafe due to contamination. Now, traders say the report is misleading and could damage their livelihood. Vendors of leafy vegetables like cabbage, kontomire, and lettuce insist that their farming methods make contamination impossible. Now, if you're wondering why this is happening, well, a survey conducted by the Environmental Protection Agency and Pure Earth, Africa Pure Earth, a UK-based firm, revealed that, well, the food crops that are brought into our markets there have been traces of some contamination in them due to illegal mining. They raised concerns about cyanide, mercury, and other and other chemicals that are found in these food crops, and they are urging us to be very careful about it. But market traders are also refuting this particular report coming in from the EPA and the Pure Earth firm with regards to the contamination of food items. Well, we'll keep you updated, especially as this conversation builds, what the stance of the FDA as well will be with regards to the sanction of some products on the markets. But we'll keep you updated on the progress of this as well. Away from that, let's now take a turn and look at the conversation between DSTV and Sam George. As the Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George is expected to address the press today, September 29, 2025, on the government's standoff with Multi-Choice Ghana, operators of DSTV over subscription fees. Now, a committee set up by the National Communications Authority to review DSTV pricing has completed its work and will present its recommendations. Now, the committee was tasked with developing a fair pricing structure, addressing piracy of DSTV services from Nigeria, and proposing solutions acceptable to both government and the company. Now, the minister has repeatedly warned of sanctions if DSTV refuses to adjust its pricing. Well, what is the stance of the minister, Samuel Nate George, with regards to the reduction of prices by DSTV? You want to stay glued to MX24 as we'll be bringing you updates on this particular press briefing that is scheduled for today at 3 p.m. So stay glued to MX24 as we'll bring you that update as well. Now let's do some health-related stories, as Ghana's National Veterinary Services Department has announced a nationwide pet vaccination exercise beginning January 2026. Now, all pets will be required to undergo vaccination with owners issued official vaccination cards to ensure compliance. Now, Chief Veterinary Officer Samuel Kuja explained that the initiative will help reduce rabies-related deaths, improve pet health management, and provide the country with an accurate database of pets. He spoke at the 2025 Rabies Day celebration here in Accra. Well, for the full details of that particular exercise, visit mx24online.com and make sure that your pet is part of the animals that will be vaccinated in January 2026. Now, in energy, and the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, says it has successfully traced all its missing containers and retrieved more than 1,000 from the port. Now, Acting Managing Director, Engineer Julius Bekbena, told Parliament's Energy Committee that the move marks a major step in addressing logistical challenges that have hampered the company's operations. Now, he said ECG has made, in his words, a lot of progress since May 2025, when many of his containers could not be traced. Now, take a listen to him as he made the announcement.
We made a lot of progress. We have started moving our containers from the port. So far, we moved over 1,000 containers. Again, when we met in May, the news was that we couldn't trace a lot of our containers. I'm happy to say that we have traced all our containers and we started moving them from the port. I've already talked about the outages. We have managed to curb outages. We are not saying that we have eliminated outages, but we've worked to curb outages, and we are continuing to put in measures to make sure that we don't go back to what we came to meet.
Well, that was him making the announcement of the recapture of the missing ECG containers, where he says that over 1,000 containers have been, well, retrieved from the port. You would recall that some months ago, this conversation was at the heart of national discussions, where some ECG containers were purported to be missing. Some ECG equipment in those containers were allegedly stolen or taken away from the port. Well, according to the managing director, well, he says that these containers, 1,000 of them, have been retrieved. Well, we'll keep you updated on the progress of this and what the response from government would be, especially the Minister for Energy, is looking at the fact that when this conversation was at the heart of national discussions, he was one of the vocal voices calling for the retrieval of all these containers. Well, we'll keep you updated on that particular conversation as well. But you want to join us for the news review segment that follows after the entertainment news segment. We'll be talking about Galamsey, we'll be talking about the NPP's demonstration. So please join us with your thoughts and comments, and we'll read them to the rest of the world. Until then, enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Augustine, for giving us everything that has been happening in the last 24 hours and beyond, and the weekend. We can't wait to see the conversation on Galamsey, and you know how it's, and also this MPP conversation. You better please bring me what's been going. I need to know what's been on, who the person is, because Kase just right now.
I know, right?
My ear is itchy.
Where exactly is that person?
Yes, exactly. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow. No, see you later, because I'll be here listening to you as you're doing the news review. And good luck with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a quick breather. When we come back, Sedinam Edmund joins us again for sports.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
It's time for Sport on the Club, and my name is Sedinam Edmund. Sport on the Club is brought to you kind of sketchy Betway. Betway always ensuring that you get way more. Now, it's all about the Betway loyalty points, where you can actually convert the bets that you place into points that can later be converted into cash at no, it has no strings attached to it, and it's very, very easy. Especially this weekend that everything seemed to have gone south for the likes of Jeff, who were investing heavily, but it went south for them. Don't worry, it was on the platform Betway. You can convert all your points into cash at a later date with no strings attached. It's a unique feature only available on the platform www.betway.com.gh. More games are coming this week. The Champions League is on, the Conference League is starting, and also the Europa League is going on. So just keep yourself alive. There's hope at the end of the tunnel. Betway, ensuring that you are always going to get way more. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Yes, and certainly terms and conditions uniquely do apply. No under 18 betting. With Betway, you always get way more. Daphne, you have any special questions for me now?
Yes. So my first question is, why were you so invested in the conversation about UDS and all of that? And you said you were going to get into it. So I can't wait for that.
So that conversation is all about what we actually do with our local football.
Okay.
I still don't understand why, first of all, certain decisions are allowed to happen. If in that RTU case, the people were not registered players, certainly the match commissioners would have known that they were not registered players going into the game, because the players have got cards.
Hi, question, sub-question.
Oh, no problem.
As a player, you have to be registered?
Yeah. Every player is registered under a club.
Okay.
So there's a window that's opened twice a season. The first one before the season starts, and the second one when the season gets to its midpoint.
Okay.
That's when transfers are allowed.
Okay.
So you, the player, you are locked in with the team, and the team submits your documents to the FA.
Okay.
So you are registered under the club.
Got it. Okay.
Hence, you can't be skipping and playing for different clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel with this particular one, the match commissioner should have known, and once it was noticed, they shouldn't have allowed the match to go on. However, there were certain circumstances. I don't like to preempt these things. I always want the full conclusion of the thing to be drawn, so that whatever permutations I have in my head, adding one and one to give me two, would not be the case. I want them to prove me wrong.
Okay.
That's what I want. But
fair enough.
After this incident happened, the coach went on to become a lecturer inside UDS.
Ooh.
He has gone on to now take the team to greater heights.
Greater heights.
Inside, China.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I spoke about today on my daily dose of Vim.
Yeah.
But let's get into it. Wow.
And
Okay.
all of a sudden, everybody is jumping onto the bandwagon and wishing them good luck. Please, those who are wishing the people good luck and things, no. Yes, I'm not going to mention and leave anybody out. All the people doing good luck messages, all of them. Remember, this weekend, the swimmers in Ghana are going to be representing Ghana at Borteman. Please, come through. Let them see your faces. Yeah, let them see your faces as a sign of support. They're going to be, we're going to be hosting the regional aquatic championships happening inside Borteman from the 3rd of October. So please come through. Yeah, come through. Don't let it be social media wishes and then you sit on social media, give high five, Monjimu 2, Monjimu 4. No. It is not always football as well. We understand they've brought pride to Ghana. Now the swimmers also need your attention. It's an individual sport, and the more they see people, that gingers them to perform. Listen, you be around the swimmers in Ghana, and you see that mentality is on a different level. Mentality is on a different level. So please, all those doing I will not mention a name, because if I start, people will get a lot of hits this morning.
I
So
get it.
everybody, from the MPs doing the well-wishing, to the ministers doing the well-wishing, to the various associations, everybody doing you are tagging yourself into congratulatory messages and doing victory things. Saturday, we need you at Borteman. We need you at Borteman. Ghana is again going to swim. It is also sports. Please. It's okay. They say it's okay. They said it's okay. They said I have. You see, Daphne, you caused this. So when I came earlier, I was mild. You said you want me to heat up. I've gone to look for hot water and I've put my feet in hot water.
Now they are running away.
Anyways, let's get into the stories and start over from a special note. And being the last Saturday of the month of September, it was all action inside. Yes, it was all action inside Junction Mall as we sought to endure some rigorous exercises to burn calories. After the exercises, some participants took time to speak with us. But this exercise session was special because it was infused with a lot of dance. What I call dance-nomics happened over the weekend inside Junction Mall.
My experience It was great. It's been a long time I had exercise. So being here today was great, and I would like to continue because I think consistency is what matters. I will encourage them to also join because eating and then not exercises it can create unhealthy lifestyle. So whilst you eat, you must also exercise the body as well. So I encourage them to join us here and also take part in the exercise as well.
We do this every last Saturday of every month. And I want to reach out to everyone out there to join us. The last Saturday of every month. When you come, you will have fun. There are smoothies and drinks for everyone after every training session. And it helps us burn calories a lot. And it has been very helpful since I joined. It keeps me active. And I benefit a lot by burning calories because even our food we eat these kind of days, they contain a lot of calories. So after eating, and then if you're able to join us every Saturday, last Saturday of every month, I think it will benefit you also. So I want to plead with everyone who is out there to join us. Come, we'll have fun, we'll train, and there are free stuffs for everyone.
Okay, it wasn't bad, it was okay, and it was really fun, actually. I like it all. Especially the dancing one. Okay, I would say the squatting. Yeah, the squatting and the workouts for the tummy. Yeah, I'm feeling it. It's really important to exercise, and you need to be strong each and every time. Your health is very, very important. So you need to come and exercise so that each and every time you be strong.
So today's aerobic session are very good with a lot of fun. We realized that from the very start, the energy level was not that much. So we included a dance so that you can get the energy back. Even though it's aerobics, but we have dance aerobics as well. So while the aerobic session is ongoing, then we can include the dance to make sure that they regain back the energy. So today's aerobics, it hasn't been bad. We hope that on 25th of October, which is our next aerobic session, which is the last Saturday of October, we'll come back here again and have another session of aerobics. So don't miss it. Don't stay home. Like I always say, the best recipe to your health is fitness or exercise. So make sure that the little opportunity or the little time you get, you make sure 30 minutes or 20 minutes, you exercise to make sure you make fitness a lifestyle.
So on the 25th of October 2025, it's going to be happening again inside the Junction Mall. I'm inviting you because I'll be there to, just work it out. And Daphne says she will be there this month as well. So come through and meet the queen herself, Daphne, in all her flashiness, doing... Anyways, away from that and into some continental action with regards to football on the African side of things, where Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they maintained their 100% perfect start to the competition they're playing in, which is the CAF Confed Cup. They went all the way to Abeokuta inside Nigeria, where they beat Kwara United, by a lone goal to bring the complete aggregate to 5-3. As they made it through to the next round of the competition. It was a very, very intense affair, and there was goalless in the first half. However, Hubert Gayu, he got the all-important goal for them in the second half. And after the game, now, this is where it becomes interesting. The coach of Kwara United came to Ghana and said some really, really harsh words towards the coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Abdul Karim Zito. And when Zito got his win over Kwara United, he decided it was time for him to also unleash. Take a quick bite to this. Okay, so we'll bring you the excerpt of that particular footage where the presser for this game, the post presser for this game was held on the pitch. In Ghana, we would not even allow any of our clubs to do that, but it was permitted in Nigeria. Another issue of concern was that the football that you currently see on your screen in that shot is not the CAF football. That is not the prescribed CAF football. That football is the prescribed football of the Bundesliga. However, it was allowed to be used in a CAF competition. So we are waiting to hear what CAF would say about this huge anomaly which happened yesterday. CAF online, we are waiting because this cannot be accepted. This is not right. Irrespective of who does it, it is certainly not right. Now, on the side of the other Ghanaian team, they were walloped by a humbling scoreline, 5-0 inside Algeria by JS Kabylie.
The feeling is always the same. Of course, we want to win. I think we didn't control the game. We played the game of Brentford. Really confused, second balls, first balls, set pieces, and all the moments, the crucial moments, they were against us. So tough to lose again, but we need to think about the next one.
We saw real fight from your United side against Chelsea last week. Did you see that today?
Yeah, in some moments, but we can do better. That is the main point.
You've conceded in every game so far in the league this season. How worrying is it for you as the manager when it seems to feel like it's a lot of the similar issues happening every week? Yeah,
the first ball was a long ball after a recovery. We work on that during the week. Set pieces work on that also. So we knew that the long balls and then one first touch, and they had the opportunity, and the goals were like that. But we worked during the week. We need to do better.
Another day, another loss for Manchester United. But their captain also missed another penalty. Yes, Bruno Fernandes could not start scoring penalties. Yeah, this is the second he's missed this season. Yeah, that's better and the stuff. However, in the last game of the match day week, that was where there was more controversy to happen. Why? Because it all went down inside St. James's Park as Arsenal had to come back from a goal down to beat Newcastle United by 2-1. Yes, and all 3 goals were scored from set pieces in the game. It's very, very interesting to see such happen in the game. The game was very physical. A lot of calls went haywire, I should say. We'll come back much later and explain all these calls and what actually caused what in the game. However, after the game, Mikel Arteta was really, really, really pleased with his side performance.
Yeah, pride and I think fully deserves the win. I think the way we played, the way we performed, the way we competed, I mean, the chance that we generated, I think we fully deserve to win the game. We did it in a very dramatic manner at the end, but so happy and so proud for the team.
You said something before the game about scars making a team. Mm-hmm. Did it feel like all those heartbreaking moments that you've had here were kind of poured into the whole game, but particularly the last few minutes?
100%, and that's how you get to a different level. But going through those moments and taking the learnings and experiences from it, and we discussed that in the game, and it's a massive opportunity now to make a statement and to prove to everybody and ourselves the team that we are, and we certainly did with the performance, and thankfully with the results as well at the end.
So is that what that was, a statement?
Well, and for ourselves, yes, just to prove, because it's a terrific team. It's so difficult to play against, and we already played at Old Trafford, we played at Anfield, we played Man City, we already played here very early in the season, and again, the level of consistency and quality we showed in the performance.
So a quick wrap of results from the EPL, and Manchester United lost to Brentford by 2-1, and Crystal Palace, they beat Liverpool by 2-1 in that one. And Chelsea lost at home for the first time playing inside Stamford Bridge after a long while. They lost at home to Brighton and Hove Albion by 3-1, and their fans are not pleased with Enzo Maresca. Tottenham Hotspur drew 1-1 with Wolverhampton Wanderers in that game. And also in other fantastic results for the Citizens, they beat Burnley by 5-1. Aston Villa also got their first win of the season inside Villa Park when they played, certainly, Fulham. Now, away from that, let's end with issues from the Ryder Cup, where Keegan Bradley, he was the captain for the United States team in the Ryder Cup. He has said that the fans being disruptive during the tournament, which ended yesterday, was mainly also part because of the performance of the Team USA after they were defeated by Team Europe to win the Ryder Cup.
Their home team is getting beat bad. You know, they're passionate fans. I think, you know, I wasn't at Rome, but I heard a lot of stories that Rome was pretty violent as well. But the fans of New York, all I've seen have been pretty good. You're always going to have a few people that cross the line, and that's unfortunate. I really was happy to see our players trying to quiet down some people that were like that. But, you know, part of it is our fault. You know, we're not playing up to the standards that they want to see, and they're angry.
All right, so the Ryder Cup there, Team USA losing it on home soil to Team Europe. So congratulations going out to Team Europe in that particular competition. So the Ryder Cup is more like, you know, two continents playing against each other in golf, where they play as a team and they also play as individuals. That's the quick lowdown on the Ryder Cup. And congratulations going out to all the various teams that won over the weekend. Congratulations going out to the Black Satellites, I should say, and also, yes, the Black Maidens. Also, congratulations to them. They made it to the next round of their various competitions. And we'll say, hey, we're back at 4 p.m. with all the highlights, all the goals, all the oohs, and all the ahs for your viewing pleasure. My name is Edmund, and Betway held us down on the AM Club. Yes, and they are giving you way more interesting ways to always keep up winning on their platform. Just log on to www.betway.com.gh. Just take a bet or play a casino game. And whatever you stake or play in the casino game using your own cash would be converted into points. Points that you can convert back into cash at a later date with no strings attached. It's only unique and supreme and also exclusive to this platform. That's www.betway.com.gh. So enjoy yourself, but always bet responsibly. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18 betting, and with Betway, you're guaranteed to always get way more. Up next is entertainment with Daphne Flashley.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Welcome to Entertainment News segment. My name is Daphne Flashy. Let's get straight into it as we're still basking about the Rapaholic concert that happened at the Babayara Sports Stadium in Kumasi on Saturday, 27th of September 2025. Now, it was a resounding success despite the rain. The Ghanaian rappers' homecoming event drew a massive crowd with fans braving the wet weather to enjoy an electrified performance supported by the notable notable Ghanaian acts including Shatawale Medical, Efia Sarkodie delivered a high-energy set that had the audience cheering and singing along. The concert was a celebration of his illustrious career and a testament to his enduring popularity in the Ghanaian music scene. Let's take a look at some scenes from the concert on Saturday. and Public Administration. Sharing his exciting news, the musician who often goes by the nickname The Torch posted, "Masters in International Relations and Diplomacy completed. You're invited to my graduation night." For Stonebwoy, this academic feat is more than a personal achievement. It's a symbol of motivation for others. This Shaman boy must inspire because I'm inspired, he shared, highlighting his desire to uplift and encourage those from his community. Now, in some international stories, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco are officially married. The couple tied the knot on September 27, 2025 in a private ceremony in Santa Barbara, California, surrounded by around 170 close friends and family members. Now, Selena wore a stunning costume, Ralph Lauren halter neck gown with floral detailing and a dramatic open back, while Benny looked dashing in a classic black tuxedo and bow tie. The newlyweds shared adorable photos from their special day on Instagram, showcasing tender moments, including Selena straightening Benny's bow tie and Benny resting his head on her lap. Celebrities like Taylor Swift, Paris Hilton, Selena's Only Murders in the Building co-stars Steve Martin and Martin Short were reportedly in attendance. Well, congratulations to these beautiful couples who were engaged last year, and now they are officially married. Well, my name is Daphne Flashley, and we have more coming up. Up next is the news review segment with Augustine Toussaint, so let's join in the conversation right now. But I would like to actually read something for you right here. What's up, Charlie? The Cowboy Coffee with You Every Moment's promo is still on, and by popular request, we have extended it to 30th September 2025. Yes, you asked and we listened. So far, our lucky winners across the country have won amazing prizes ranging from all expense paid trips to Cape Town to cash prizes such as 2,000 to 20,000 Ghana cedi, smart TVs and smartphone subscriptions, Netflix, Spotify, Uber, etc., branded souvenirs, products, and many more. Now, you could also win these and many more, and yet we are not done yet. The grand prize Suzuki Jimny SUV is still up for grabs. Getting in is easy. Now, just buy 10 promo sachets of Cowboy Coffee, send the unique codes inside to *713*2# or scan the QR code on the sachet to enter the microsite. Every 10 sachets equals 1 entry, equals 1 chance to win. Don't let this extended chance pass you by. Look sharp and win big. Follow at Cowboy Coffee GH on social medias for updates. Cowboy Coffee with you every moment. Now, Teleshow Cash, your secure and convenience cash platform is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send it keke. Remember, you can make payment to all other networks anywhere. Cash transfer is accepted as means of payments. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send it keke. Now, exciting news from Telecel. More data, same price. Telecel bundle allocation have been reviewed and now offer 10% more at the same old price. In addition to your favorite 400 Ghana data bundle allocation, we have increased it from 119 GB to 250 GB and does not expire. This means you get to enjoy more data at no extra cost. Simply dial *700# or *530# to access a variety of unbeatable data deals on Telecel. Don't miss out on these enhanced offers. Stay connected with Telecel today. Telecel, connecting energies. Up next is the news review segment. Enjoy the rest of the show. Bye-bye.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
At Betway, we don't just reward you for playing, we reward you for staying. Introducing Betway Rewards. Earn points on every bet you place. It's that simple. You can also convert your points to cash whenever you like. With Betway, loyalty always pays off. Join the action today and start earning points.
Charlie, you've sent me a box of empty Cowbell coffee sachets.
Babe, those are Cowbell coffee promo sachets.
Oh, for the Cowbell coffee with you every moment promo. I could win that new MacBook I've always wanted. Or win Netflix subscriptions.
Or that vacation you've been waiting for.
Just submit 10 of these sachets to reveal a unique code printed on the inside. Dial to input your unique code.
Or you can scan the QR code, which takes you to a microsite where you can input your 10 unique codes from the sachet.
Your phone number is your entry, which makes you stand a chance of winning so many prizes.
Wait, want to know my fave?
Brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV.
Check out the website for more info.
This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Rent back with the Pia Upa. Come on, come see what? Where this guy? My friend, see before.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ene, wono ba no mpe baby amobeda. Oh no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Wow, this will taste so good. Hope it's good for me too.
This is Coca instant noodles. Come join us.
Coca instant noodles. It's so delicious.
You girls are now come. Don't tell us we are late. Wow. Coca instant noodles. I have the vegetable flavor. I have the chicken flavor. And the spice. I love it. And the taste. Oh my god.
So delicious. For bulk purchase, contact 0536 930956 or 0266 721234. This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Yes, me.
I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty near.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watch cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you. When the Black Stars stick to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach.
Why Fatika want to be dribble? The coach must go.
The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Have you acted? Mami Gobe, the cocoa.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lily rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Once upon a time, in the heart of Accra, a man in his fancy car sought directions. But oh, the Ghanaian way.
Hello, bro. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you please show me where the Presby Church is?
Oh, sure. Go straight. 10 left at the big mango tree with the broken branches with most of the mangoes falling. Right after that tree, there is a watches cellar. If you reach, ask there. Anybody will show you.
When the Black Stars stick to the field, every Ghanaian becomes a coach. Why Fatika on to be dribble? The coach must go. The sacred cue for our beloved Gobe. As we wait patiently, rehearsing the perfect vibe.
Mami Gobe the coco.
These, my dear ones, are some few moments that makes our Ghana truly special.
And as we share these stories, let us also remember a plate of lily rice, connecting our hearts through the flavors of our culture. Lily rice, ye nimno free tete. This advert is FDA approved.
Charlie, you've sent me a box of empty Cowbell coffee sachets.
Babe, those are Cowbell coffee promo sachets.
Oh, for the Cowbell coffee with you every moment promo. I could win that new MacBook I've always wanted. Or win Netflix subscriptions.
Or that vacation you've been waiting for.
Just submit 10 of these sachets to reveal a unique code printed on the inside. Dial to input your unique code.
Or you can scan the QR code, which takes you to a microsite where you can input your 10 unique codes from the sachet.
Your phone number is your entry, which makes you stand a chance of winning so many prizes.
Wait, want to know my fave?
Brand new Suzuki Jimny SUV.
Check out the website for more info.
This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Get ready, Ghana! The Springboard Roadshow 2025 is here, connecting through 16 regions, inspiring 500,000 youth in one amazing experience. Join Comfort Okran, Reverend Albert Okran, and other amazing speakers for practical insights, mentorship, training, and real opportunities to shape your future. Entry is free. Dial *718*50# to register now, or call 0308-255-775. Follow us on all social media platforms at Springboard Channel for updates. Springboard Roadshow is brought to you by Mastercard Foundation, Springboard Roadshow Foundation, and partners.
It begins with a dream, a walk, a chance to shine. This year, the Model International returns bigger, bolder, fiercer than ever. From hundreds of hopefuls, only a few will make it through. Talent, beauty, discipline, and courage will be tested. They will face challenges, they will face each other, but only one will rise and claim the title. Who will own the runway? Who will become the Model International 2025?
The Model International.
Be that model.
Hi, my name is Ruki. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion, and it's something I would say is my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right? Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
At Betway, we don't just reward you for playing, we reward you for staying. Introducing Betway Rewards. Earn points on every bet you place. It's that simple. You can also convert your points to cash whenever you like. With Betway, loyalty always pays off. Join the action today and start earning points.
Welcome to Building Bytes, where Ghana's tech stories come to life. We're on a mission to tell relevant stories about Ghana's tech ecosystem. Stories that inform, inspire, and ignite growth and innovation. We speak to the builders behind Ghana's favorite startups.
There's a popular conception that AI is going to replace engineers.
I had never developed an application before because I was coming from data science, now learning software. I literally went like, oh, by the way, I can build this app for you guys in 3 months.
We are not just a podcast, we are a platform, a community, and a catalyst for growth.
The market is very saturated. Everyone is a fintech now.
Yeah.
Even a photocopy center in Pillar 2, they say they are fintech.
Yeah. We served close to 8 million customers since we launched. Almost all the products that you see on the MTN's mobile money menu are ours in terms of credit.
We are maturing, but we need to fix that. Then we can say we have a matured tech ecosystem.
This is Building Bytes. Plug in, level up, let's build.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
You're welcome back. This is still the AM Club here on MX24 Television. It's not the usual face you see on a Monday morning sitting in this seat at this time, but my name is Augustine Edem Kobitu Saint, and we are about to have issues of national concern, issues that are pertinent to the Ghanaian news, issues that are pertinent to all of us here in Ghana and beyond. This is the news review segment here on the AM Club. But before we get into the discussion this morning, let me tell you something about Jibu Water. Now, with Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source for drinking and cooking. With options of our innovative 20-liter bottles that come with a tap and 18.9-liter bottles, your dispensers will have a breath of new life as our clean and hygienic Jibu Water flows through them for your consumption. Now, it goes on to say that whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh water to make your meals taste, any Jibu Water to clean water needs. Now, order your clean water now by calling on 0209 45817 or visit our website at www.jibuwater.com/ch for more information about our brand. Jibu Water says a better life. Now, Coca Oriental Noodles also has something interesting for us. And if you're looking for a quick, delicious, and authentic meal that brings the rich flavors right to your table, try Coca Oriental Instant Noodles. Unlike other instant noodles, Coca noodles are air-dried, not deep-fried, offering a healthier, flavory choice. Now, Coca Oriental Noodles are available in both sachets and convenient 70-gram cups with a seasoning sachet. Now, for your tasty 70-gram cup, simply add hot water and seasoning, cover for 2 minutes, then stir and enjoy. Whether you prefer the original chicken flavor, spicy stir-fried, or the original vegetable, Coca Oriental Noodles has something for everyone. Now, it's perfect for your busy lifestyle. So for us who have 9 to 5s, this is perfect for you. This is perfect for students and anyone who loves great taste with convenience. Now, grab your pack of Coca Oriental Noodles today and experience the perfect blend of quality, flavor, and heritage. For bulk purchase, call us on 053-693-0956 or 0266721234. Coca Oriental Noodles says it's so delicious, and this advert is FDA approved. Now, for our big conversation this morning, we're talking about the existential conversation that has been dominant in the news for quite a number of days, or I dare say a number of months. That's Galamsey. We're talking Galamsey this morning. We're also talking about the MPP's demonstration held yesterday, or the protest they held over the last weekend, saying that, well, they are protesting against what they call state harassment, abuse of power by the government. We'll get into that conversation and get to understand why they are doing all of that. And finally, we talk about President John Dramani Mahama's speech, I should say, at the United Nations General Assembly meeting that also happened. Yes, why am I keep saying yesterday? That happened last week, okay? So joining us this morning for the conversation is Prince-Henry Agoha. He's a trade policy and law expert as well as a youth activist. Good morning.
Good morning.
Very new to our screens.
Yes, please.
Okay. Hope you're having a good morning.
I'm having a very good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Economy. Thank you.
Okay, interesting. Also joining us this morning is Achulo Abdul Baki. He is an MPP communications team member. Good morning.
Good morning. It's not easy, but we are coping. So far as it's life, we thank God.
Okay.
Yes.
I am happy you started off. It's not easy because this past 24 hours has been heated in your party. So much tension coming in from three camps, but we'll also get into that as well. And also joining us is the executive director of the Bright Future Alliance, Bright Ofori, a very regular on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us after your long vacation on sets. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us so much. First of all, I want to start with you, Baki. Let's get into the conversation of what's happening in the NPP. Help us understand. The past 24 hours have been heated. We've seen statements from the NPP headquarters. We've seen statements from Kennedy Ohene Japan. We've seen statements from Chairman Hun, to me, the Ashanti Regional Chairman. I haven't seen any from Abronye yet, but I hope that he's also making submissions with regards to what's happening. Help us understand the statements being made by these two party chairmen who are big members of the party, big members of the National Executive Committee as well, and then the stance of the New Patriotic Party distancing itself from this whole drama that is ensuing.
And then I must say, we are all aware that very soon the New Patriotic Party will be going to the polls to elect their next flag bearer. Where somewhere last week we finished with our vetting, and then campaign have already kick-started. The likes of Honorable Kennedy Japan is on grounds campaigning, Brian Achampol is on grounds campaigning, Dr. Duchum is on grounds campaigning. This morning as we speak, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia is on his way to Central Region. So definitely when it gets to this period, there will be heated argument, and then the atmosphere sometimes get tensed because of some of the utterances that come from some people from specific camps. So over the weekends, I think the party secretary, Honorable Justin Kodia, wrote a statement which emphatically distanced the stance of the party from some statements made by some of the people that belongs to the various camps. The likes of Honorable Chairman Wuntumi, who is the Ashanti Regional Chairman, Honorable Abronye, who is the Bono Regional Chairman, and I'm privy to the fact that in the letter with regards to Chairman Wuntumi, there's some National Council issue where he's talking about National Council coming together for them to choose a selective date, this is 31st January, to favor a particular candidate, for which Chairman Wuntumi has also boldly come out to say it was connived, it's AI, and then it's not true. His video is out there. The point he made clearly was that Honorable former President John Adekum Kufuor had 39% in his first election, where second, when he was coming, we seek to add 11 plus 1%. And basically the point he made, where he begged the delegate, was that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, for which he believed in, went into the election where he got 41.74%, and for that matter, he needs only 9% additional to become the president. For that matter, the delegate should endorse him massively come 31st January. I think there's a bit of, I would say, miscommunication somewhere, where Chairman Wuntumi also came to see his side of the story. Honorable Abronye also made a point that he will make sure they take out some people's name from. And one thing I want to make clear is that one person does not make the party album. And most importantly, the person that even, I would say, enshrined within their rights to come out with this album even boils down on the secretary. So for a party chairman to say you go down and make sure, definitely in the heat of this conversation, something which I know he himself would sit back and realize that, I shouldn't have said all this. And I'm grateful and happy that the National Secretary has come out to distance the stance of the party from that. Well, Honorable Kennedy Japan too is saying that he's calling for sanctions. Yes, sanctions against it. But I don't think it has gotten to that. It has gotten to
that.
Is it not necessary?
Given the fact that these two people are not just ordinary members of the party, these are members of the National Executive Council, what you call NEC. They are putting out statements that could go a long way to either misinform or, jeopardize whatever happens January 31st. Should it not be worrying and interesting to see the party take up the stance of calling these people in and then questioning them, probably sanctioning them if possible?
Yeah, I think it's a step at a time. It's a step at a time.
But you've already distanced yourself, meaning that
yes.
You,
so that's the first step.
Really...
That's the first step. That's the first step. That's the first time we are seeing something of this sort happening.
Okay.
So what I would say is that has not gotten there yet. If it gets there, I know the national executives will act upon that. So I leave that within the bosom of the national executive to decide. If it gets there, really, would act upon that.
Interesting. Brad, would you want to take a bite on it, or we should get straight into our conversation this morning? Okay.
He should talk about it.
Right. Now let's get into the conversation of. Let's start off with Galamsey. Now, I hate having this conversation. Why? Because it's become recurring. Almost single Monday morning, we sit here to talk about Galamsey. The news is talking about Galamsey. Recently, there was a report released by Pure Earth. Together with the FDA, looking at the fact that, well, now some of our vegetables, now I really enjoy vegetables, my carrots and cabbage I don't joke with, being contaminated with mercury, cyanide, and other harmful chemicals. Now, the government has taken the stance to wage a ruthless war. That is what they are saying. Well, a lot of us expected that after I expected that after the 6th of August, what happened on the 6th of August, the president would have waged a ruthless war, like he said, on Galamsey. And I'm coming to you, sir. Why are we here in the first place? Because one, in the build-up to the 2024 elections, your government massively campaigned on eradicating Galamsey or bringing it to its bare minimum. Last week we sat here and then sized the whole conversation about Galamsey, and it's beginning to look like, well, we are not getting to the roots of it. We are just scoring political points with Galamsey. What is your stance on Galamsey? And I want you to be honest with me this very morning. I don't want to come and do party politics because now it's coming to our doorsteps. We don't live in Galamsey areas, but we bring food from Galamsey areas to Accra. What's your take on Galamsey?
All right. I guess then thank you very much. I also want to begin with a warm good morning to all our viewers this morning. And before I get into the issue of Galamsey, I'd be a very ungrateful person if I did not convey message of gratitude from my people in Ho and the Volta region in around Aflau, who have asked me personally to thank the president for his launch of the Big Push project, which has begun construction of roads in our region.
But I use one of the Big Push roads, the Dodo Adenta road. It's so dusty. So please, since you are closer to the president, please tell him that we want the dust to be reduced. Yes, if maybe early mornings he comes to give us water on there.
I think he himself spoke about that. He apologized that because of the Big Push, possibly the whole country will be a construction site. That is the agenda his government has brought during this term of office. I'd like to thank him as well for how proud he continues to make us as Ghanaians. Congratulate him on a speech at the UN, which brought reviews from international bodies and other countries. I guess when it comes to the issue of Galamsey, as you said, it's not something we should politicize. It's not something that should be an NPP or an NDC problem or a CPP problem. It's a Ghanaian problem. And as a Ghanaian youth, I take it to heart. I was part of a few protests against Galamsey in the past year or so, and it's something I would want to, or I radically condemn when it comes to Galamsey and its effects on the community. But to say the NDC is responsible for politicizing it, I don't think that's the case. Yes.
That is not the argument I'm making. I'm saying that, well, in the build-up to the 2024 elections, almost every conversation the NDC had was because of Galamsey. And then even if you look at the areas in which the NPP lost, these were Galamsey sites. They lost, meaning that, well, your conversation went down to them. Looking at the fact that you said you were going to eradicate it, that is the argument I'm making. I'm not saying that you politicize entirely the conversation.
I'm also just clearing the air for our viewers that the NDC has dealt with Galamsey on a scale that I would not see any other political party in this country has dealt with. I'll draw instances from the past government as well in my argument this morning. But I will just focus on what the government has currently done in our push against Galamsey. This is the only time in our country where we have made it unlawful to mine in forest reserves, which was a very key issue we campaigned on. It's a very important thing to us. Our forest reserves are very important to our environment, and then trickling down into our agriculture in a sense. But so during the previous government it was allowed. It was in fact encouraged, I would say. But in our current state, we've seen it. We've taken back forest reserves from mining. We've taken back I think 9 forest reserves so far that has been reclaimed, and that is a very big step. If you say something is, if you say we are putting up a war against Galamsey, that would be a very, very, very. The argument of state of emergency would only come in if we look at all other options that is available to our government.
Exhausted all options.
Well, I think what people do is they collide it together with what the previous government did and what we are now doing.
Right.
I would say that after 8 years of poor management of this situation by the Nana Akufo-Addo-led government, we have now come in with new measures. We have now come in with new measures where we have people going into these mining communities with body cams on, going out there fighting. NIMOS is active. We've seen policies, not just words, not just I'm putting my presidency on the line to fight. No. We've seen actual policies that are meant to fight Galamsey, and we've started seeing the outcome of these policies. It's just been 8 months. It's just been 8 months, but we've seen bit by bit there will be progress. We cannot take our 8 months effort compared to the NPP's 8 years effort and say, we have to instantly declare a state of national emergency. It will go there if there are no other options left for us. But currently, I believe that with the plans, with the policies we've implemented are taking root, and that will be too. It will be very. It would be very unwise on our part to just immediately declare a state of national emergency whilst we still have viable options, whilst we still have blue water guards.
I would love to hear the viable options, probably after I take other submissions. But Brad, I'm coming to you now. Now we've had in 2020, in fact, from between 2017 to 2024, we had President Akufo-Addo say that he was going to lay his presidency on the line. Now, in the build-up to the 2024 elections, we saw President John Dramani Mahama speak vehemently about eradicating Galamsey. He spoke in Galamsey areas. He won elections in Galamsey areas. It's beginning to look like, both parties just say anything and then are really not putting in efforts to make sure that Galamsey is eradicated. Like he's saying, it's been 8 months. If you look at the posture of the NDC, before 2025, it was quite different as to their posture now with regards to illegal mining. My question is, it's beginning to look like both parties are not really providing solutions to eradicating Galamsey. What is your take on this issue?
I think it's true. As a Ghanaian and a citizen of Ghana, as an ordinary Ghanaian, not belonging to any political party like my other colleagues are, when you're looking at it from a holistic perspective, a neutralistic view, it doesn't look good for our country. For so many years, issue of Galamsey keeps happening, and in the past, Galamsey didn't just start. It's been happening for so many years. Even way back in Nkrumah's era, there were mining activities going on, but it wasn't to this level where people are even mining and washing minerals into our river bodies, cutting down trees, going to our forest reserves. So it shows how bad it has become after so many years, and then both parties have failed to fight it to the level that would make our country better. With people speaking, the president making statement, it's typical of leaders and political folks to make just statement. I remember one president said he would adopt the ANAS principle in fighting corruption. One president even came in and established the OSP's office. But at the end of the day, the real fight against corruption wasn't seen. The same with Galamsey. Someone said he's going to put his presidency on the line. For entire 8 years, it became worse. To the extent there was some committee meetings from his own appointees that painted a bleak picture about the issue of Galamsey. It's same with our president. Prior to becoming our current president, prior to becoming a president, he made a lot of promises, condemned, spoke against. To some extent, he even made statements that suggest that declaring emergency could be the best option for our country. But currently, nothing is happening. I was privileged to visit Konongo recently. Yes, and it's very bad. Ashanti region, Achim Konongo also. Like it's very bad. We sit here and we don't really feel it.
True.
I usually used to speak about it, talk about Galamsey, read the news, watch TV, and see. But when I visited Konongo, just by the main road, Accra Kumasi Road, you could see a big ditch just around the street. So it shows how bad the issue of Galamsey is. And as Ghanaians, it affects us.
Right.
You may not be living in those typical mining areas, but it affects you. In Central Region, I do not think they do any big mining activity. But recently, people in the Central Region wants to demonstrate. They want to go to Eastern Region and fight them, because they are destroying it. At the end of the day, they are being affected. So Galamsey is a big issue for us. It seems almost all the leaders are doing something, but honestly, it's not enough. There's a mass effort in fighting that war is less. So the fight against corruption, the fight against Galamsey, Ghana's effort can be likened to that of Hamas, and then the Galamsey's effort can be likened to Israel. So you could see the difference, how bad the situation is. Currently, Ghana is losing, and I want the president to move beyond the rhetorics. It seems he started something, but that isn't what will solve it. We want to see more action. We want to see more results. Although he just came in 8 months, we do not expect him to do magic in just 8 months. But leadership is about, governance is about leadership. Once you're president, you need to show leadership. You need to show something that tells the people, oh, at least, though it hasn't been done yet, these are things that would be done in the next few years. Currently, I do not see anything. He's been excellent in other areas, but when it comes to Galamsey, I do not think.
What in your opinion would you say, if he does, would be an excellent decision in tackling Galamsey, in your opinion? We have seen him launch the Blue Water Guards initiative.
No, those ones, just forget it. Even those military folks with guns are not able to fight. Police that have permission to use guns to fight illegal. Most of these illegal miners, they possess weapons and guns. And then these water guards or these blue guards, they don't even have knife and cutlasses to face these people.
But then there's the anti-illegal mining task force as well.
There was similar during the interministerial task force during the previous president. So we just need the military folks to set up, the security agencies to set up. I'm saying it's time for the security agencies, the military men, to set up and say, no, we cannot leave the politicians to do whatever they want or just to dictate for us so far as the destruction of our environment is concerned. The military folks need to set up and do proper work. They've been doing some work, and then most of the time it seems the politicians interfere in their work. They seize equipment, and these military men, the politicians, the DC and MC plays a phone call, and then they return this equipment. So it demotivates them. So I'm expecting the military men to take issues on their own hands and help fight it. Again, I also want the LI, the permission to mine, to be repelled. Until that is done, you can just go to the bush, chase military men or chase Galamseyers. The law that allows people to mine should be, because the previous government spoke against it. So once you are in power, you don't need 10 years to repeal a particular act or a bill. It takes few months to get it done. So they should just do one of these things, and then with time, we'll see the results happening for us or in Ghana.
Great. Now I'm coming to you back here now. Your government had 8 years to tackle Galamsey or initiate measures to tackle Galamsey. Your president said, or the president at the time said that he was going to, or he says he put his presidency on the line to make sure that Galamsey is eradicated. Now, you had 8 years. This government has been in power for 9 months, and you're holding their feet to the fire. One would say, well, you weren't able to do it. Why are you, pushing others to something you failed at?
Yes. First of all, permit me to quote one Gunja popular proverb, which is "Aso nekaji abianyo anyikumu nekawale." And then to it, we've seen the leadership of the New Patriotic Party before, and currently we are seeing the leadership of this obnoxious NDC government, and we know the difference. And all I can tell you is that the Ghanaian people are just looking at their voters' ID ahead of 2028.
Really?
And I believe strongly, by the grace of God, that the Ghanaian people would massively endorse Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia come 2028 to come and continue the good works and policies like free ACHS, like Maslog, free NHIS, like one constituency, one ambulance, and what have you.
Arresting $1.
These people took inspiration from His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Why am I saying this? 2017, when President Akufo-Addo came and said he's going to put his presidency on the line, he banned small-scale mining. We all saw the positive outcome of that ban on small-scale mining.
Suspended small-scale.
Suspended, right.
He didn't.
Prior to 2018, end of 2018, people were pushing him to lift the ban on small-scale mining. Prior to 2024 election, these people picked inspiration from it, moving from one TV station, one radio station to the other, moving from platforms to platform. You can remember their popular elder Samnati George, who said the president that we pay with taxpayers' money has the ultimate power to end it within 1 week. He said it. You can remember Mirror of Justice, Honorable Ablakwa, that said that they should declare a state of emergency, even if they would declare it for 10 years. He said it at Metro TV. You remember the same Ablakwa giving 15 acute points to the president, right, to curb Galamsey. You remember Aruna Idrisu, the education minister, who said we should end Galamsey today, not tomorrow, just now. You remember their current sector minister for lands and natural resources, who when they played video for him 30 seconds, he was weeping, saying the president should declare a state of emergency. If you go to their 120-day contract, social contract they had with the Ghanaian people, paragraph 19 states emphatically that they will ban illegal mining in forest reserve, to which they will repeal the LI 2462 within 120 days.
Which has been done.
Have you repealed
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. You don't repeal the LI 242. Don't sit there and peddle falsehood. It's a lie.
Mining in forest reserves has been banned.
It's a lie.
But
You don't
Which
repeal the LI.
was in the 120-day contract.
The law.
It was not stated that the law will be repealed. It says actions to commence the repealing will be done.
Have you initiated action?
Well, there hasn't been. Parliament hasn't passed that.
No, but
There hasn't been.
So
the
then you
fact
have
that
failed
Parliament
at that.
hasn't repealed. No,
pass the levy
the 120
on
days
June
social
10th.
contract stated that mining in forest reserves shall be banned, and it has been banned.
But
It also stated that
the law you do.
the law,
Information of law needs
what
to
they
be
told us
destroyed with
that they
law.
will repeal
You cannot
LI
read
242, which will
Exactly.
prevent all forms of mining in the forest reserve.
It was
Up to
not
date, it
stated
has not
that
been
in
done.
120 days the law will be repealed.
Check
That's
your
what I'm
manifesto
checking
paragraph
on here.
19.
It was not stated that in 120
Check it.
days
It's my time.
the
Let me
law will be
speak.
repealed.
Let me
It says
No,
Jot
I
it
just
down.
allow
An
You can
instrument
jot it
that
down.
came
I'll
in
do the
being
checking for you.
an
All right.
instrument that
It's
came
my
to
time.
being as a result of law
I'll
needs
allow
to be
him have-
destroyed with law.
I would allow him
You
have his
cannot
The
make something with law and then
120
use your mouth to
days
say.
Let me remind him.
Right.
Let me remind
Okay.
him. Sorry to say, the late
But
environment
would you
minister.
admit?
Oh, the
would you
late
admit-
Allow
environment
him make his
minister.
point.
Relax.
Allow him make his
The
point.
late environment minister, Honorable Murtala Mohammed.
Right.
May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
When he granted an interview on Newsfile, he said the president would hold his commitment to repeal the LI 246 within 120 days. Go and check it on Newsfile. You can cross-check and take it on the line. So don't sit here and talk about things you don't know. You said it. Go and check your 120-day contract. Even in their manifesto, where they talk about responsible mining and all that, the first paragraph they stated emphatically was that they are going to wage a ruthless war against Galamsey. Is that what we are seeing
The
today?
creation of law needs to be destroyed with
Is
law.
that what we are seeing today?
If he
And
is
I
done,
said in
if
this
he-
same
okay.
tune, very soon,
Right.
there will no longer be a room for stakeholder engagement again, because the Ghanaian people will rise up to the occasion. We will hold the bull by the horn and we'll make sure this Galamsey Kanka is fixed once and for all. Because you promised us you are going to declare a state of emergency.
Right.
What is happening? You promised that you are going to repeal
Who
LI
promised
246.
you a state of
What
who
is
promised
happening
to
today?
declare a state of emergency?
What is that what we are seeing today?
Did
The
John
political
Mahama in his
commitment to
campaign
deal with
state
this
that-
Galamsey Kanka, they've lost it. And that is the truth. Today, it's not about Ghana Water Company complaining about how this thing, how this Galamsey or illegal mining is affecting our water bodies. It's not about Ghana Water Company. You were here somewhere last 2 weeks when they were talking about tariff increment of 281 due to Galamsey affecting our water bodies. You were here when ECG was proposing a tariff of 275
Okay.
because of illegal mining. Today, FDA is telling us that it's not just our water bodies, it's not just affecting ECG, it's affecting the foods we are consuming, it's affecting the cosmetics, which is the pomades we are even using. Even the air we are breathing today, Galamsey is affecting it.
Right.
And you sit here and want to politicize it. You sit here, you are talking about, you are telling us you've repealed like 2462. You want to say on national television, like Google it and prove it to me.
Right. So
I
I
where
just,
it has gotten now,
Right.
the only way to deal with the canker is not water guards. It's not those they are TikTokers and they are party food soldiers. No.
Okay.
Where it has gotten to, let's put a ban on mining for some period and see the positive outcome we are going to get and see how we are going to purify our water bodies, see how we are going to purify our lands and get them into good shapes so that we can now regulate the mining system and make sure people mine responsibly. That is what we need from the president. I know what the rhetorics my brother is sitting here saying they've reclaimed what forest is there. All what he said is a lie.
I like how he has memory. Right. He has memory of
so
everything.
just for
but
clarity.
the past 8 years, he didn't have all this information.
So this is the 120-day contract by the NDC, and the paragraph 19 referencing says ban illegal and new mining activities in forest reserves, roll out the Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas of and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs. It says nothing about repealing LI 246.
As I stated, so we would need him. You don't take unofficial party document. This is a 120.
This is coming in from Adom Online, from what you're showing me, and this is Mahama will fulfill promise to repeal LI. So this is the late Ibrahim Mutalama, member of Parliament for the Tamale Central constituency. He says that Mahama will fulfill promise to repeal LI 246 within 120 days. Okay, and this was in March 11, 2025.
This is a saying of one single official. This is the official
for that.
This is the official 120-day social contract. So if you are quoting from the 120-day social contract,
then you still promise to repeal LI 246.
Yes.
Whether it was in the one.
Back, I love the passion of my. From their own environment minister, Professor Boateng, stated that even during that ban, there were people in his party, high-ranking members of it, were still engaging in illegal mining. Right. Is that the fights they put up? The reason why why there was a call by the citizens of the country, not by the NDC, I would say, because no leadership member or no member of the leadership of the NDC preemptively called for a ban or for a state of emergency. No one did. Okay. The party chairman did not. Okay. The flag bearer did not. Communications officer did not call for a ban.
Evidence to reference what you're saying?
They would have to provide evidence if they can provide it that the flag bearer stated that there should be a state of emergency.
Said against.
Was it the official position of our flag bearer that there should be a state of emergency?
Your own example to go.
Professor, that's why I've stated. Right. Which of our party leaders stated that the position of the NDC is that there should be a state of emergency? No. So he cannot state that as our position. You cannot give us our position on banning.
We gave to the 2024
exactly.
Even now there's a circulating video of the Land and Natural Resources Minister Emmanuel Amakofuwa speaking about declaring a state of emergency.
And then an interview with GH1.
With GH1.
All right.
Recently, there has been the screenshot of the post where Sam George said that you can end Galamsey in a week, and then the 15 action points submitted by Honorable Okujeto Ablako have also been in the news circulating. I would want us to circle down on something that happened recently, where the minister says that he's going to declare, or he has declared, some forests, forest and water bodies security zones. Now we saw that happen in the past administration, with a couple of initiatives you have launched as well. It looks like you are just rebranding initiatives of the old administration and then implementing them. My point is, what difference does this declaring of security zones in these red zones, was it red zones, or hotspots? Exactly. How different would this be in the fight against illegal mining?
Like I said, if we are being very honest with ourselves, the key to fighting Galamsey is the political will. We stated that everyone can agree that is the will. Because we can set up committees, we can set up body, but if the same political parties, the same governments that are putting up these committees go ahead to encourage the people to engage in these activities, it will never stop. Okay. So the difference we are putting up as the John Mahama administration compared to the previous administration is a political will. Because, as I stated earlier, there was a president in this country who stated publicly to all of us that he will put his presidency on the line to fight Galamsey, but could not eradicate Galamsey from his own presidency here in Accra. People in the presidency working for him, according to the report, were indicted in that report that they were participating in Galamsey. So that already has told us that all those policies were leading nowhere, because you cannot have people in your presidency engaging in Galamsey and you go up certain committees.
So the difference with you is your members are not going to be a part of Galamsey.
If I can state on TV today that you cannot give me one single appointee of this government,
but
that
then
is
we have
engaging
seen
Galamsey.
some of your party members being called.
You cannot, no single appointee. No single appointee.
If my brother is talking about moral stand, I'm coming. You're talking about moral standing.
You gave him his time. So if you can give him, yes, no single appointee. I've stated that in 8 months, we've done more than they have done in 8 years. And the Ghanaian people know this. In 8 months, he called the Blue Water Guards. He called the Blue Water Guards.
Because of time, I want us to wrap up.
He called the Blue Water Guards. He called the Blue Water Guards essentially useless. But I'm telling you that these are innovations that we have sat down, thought carefully, until it ends up and we say it didn't work. You cannot say that it did not work. These are things that people have been set out there to be watchguards, to see something, say something, is what we are saying. We all are in the fight against Galamsey. And the political will to solve it resides with John Mahama. Not Nana Akufo-Addo showed it in 8 years and failed. He came out to a public, told us he's putting his presidency on the line, but could not.
Right.
The moral standing is talking about.
I'm giving you
they have nothing. They have no moral standing. The MPP has no moral right to speak on Galamsey. They had 8 years. The MPP has no moral right to speak on Galamsey. After 8 years, they have no. Let me talk. Do you believe after 8 years, from what we read from the report, do you believe that from 8 years you have
political
the moral
commitment? He's talking about
do you
political
have the
commitment.
moral authority to speak on Galamsey?
Right.
I'm coming. We're talking about political commitment.
30 seconds.
Your former
Members of your government were indicted. Members of your government were indicted.
Your former communication officer was seen at Galamsey Pit, promising them that vote for John Dramani Mahama. If you vote for him and he wins, immediately you hear John Dramani Mahama has won the election, go back and go and man. Amenfi East. Their MC recently, last 2 weeks, was seen at Galamsey site and being accused. Your MPs are being accused of Galamsey. Your own organizer, party organizer,
your regional chairman,
your own organizer,
your Ashanti regional chairman is a key. When it comes to Galamsey in Ghana, we put it all on the head of the Ashanti regional chairman.
Joseph Yamin said the tax force set by the president are extorting money from Galamsey and protecting them to mine. Your own organizer said it. Today, your own vice chairman is being investigated for illegal mining. And you are here talking about moral standing.
Okay.
You understand what moral standing is?
Thank you very much.
Now, Mustafa Bande, who's at the presidency, is stopping protesters to mine. And this is his last time doing that.
The MPP has no moral right to speak on Galamsey.
Well noted. Let's move on to another conversation, and I want us to, Bright, I'm coming to you because you are more or less like the calm in the room. Let's talk about the president's UN address he made last week, and I'm coming to you because you are more of a diplomat. You have been speaking at forums. You've engaged international bodies as well. I would want to take your thoughts on the president's speech as well. What do you make of it? Because it has gained applause not only from leaders here in the country, but from leaders across the continent and across the globe, especially about the president's stance on what is happening between Israel. So your thoughts on it?
I think I would have loved to even assess all the speeches to even judge the best, because I wasn't fortunate to watch all the speeches. I wouldn't adjust, or I wouldn't give his speech as the best. But sometimes you do not even listen. You do not have to listen to all the options to know what is good. The president's comments were excellent.
Right.
It's one of the best things I've ever heard my president or every leader of my country doing since the first speech by Nkrumah. That's one of the excellent things. He spoke like the second Nkrumah, firm, decisive, was bold. He wasn't just playing with words. He called a spade a spade. And these were things that I've always been preaching for, that Africa's voice when it comes to the international stage needs to be heard. It needs to be bold. We need to have a stand. You cannot move with nothing concerns me, shouldn't farm me home. No, you need to have a stand. When something is going wrong, we need to speak. We have suffered oppression for so many years as a continent. Slavery and other things impacted, colonialism impacted our history negatively, and it's one of the things that our continent is still suffering in another way. So if another country in another part of the world is suffering, it's appropriate, it's in the right direction for us to lend our voice and also lend our support. We've been doing that in other forms, but for a president to go out there to make those statements, it was excellent. He also criticized the U.S. and other leaders. It is very excellent. In the past, African leaders go to such platforms and then they start singing the praise of their colonial leader, the colonialists or the colonial masters. But this time it was excellent. He spoke about everything that the ordinary Ghanaian is. And he didn't just make himself proud, he made Ghana proud. So it's an excellent statement. He touched on every aspect. He highlighted some of the best things that his government is doing, mentioning some leaders or people in Ghana that have done excellently well in other part of the world. So it's a statement that I've watched it several times. I wish we could play it on national TV for most every Ghanaian to know that at least on the international stage, Ghana is doing something right.
Thank you very much. Our time is almost up, so very quickly your submissions on the so my director is saying our time is up, so very quickly, briefly, your submissions on President John Mahama's
Okay, when it comes to our president, he is one of the most marketable presidents we've had in a very, very, very long time. Since I would go back as far back as Jerry John Rawlings, right, during his Democratic run. Because he appeals not only to the members of our country, but he appeals to members outside the country as well. His speech was very historic. When you go on social media, you see other countries using their official handles, referencing the speech. Videos were posted by other countries on social media, pointing to parts of his speech. He highlighted the importance of women in governance by pointing to the historic election of our new and current Vice President, Professor Jinana Opukwajiman, as the first female Vice President of Ghana, and he would also one day want to have a female president as well. He also called for the General Secretary of the UN to one day be a female, which is one thing that we encourage, and then we are very glad he was able to speak about on such a platform. He spoke about things concerning national security, international security as well. Spoke about the war happening in Palestine, between Palestine and Israel. He spoke. He was not scared. I would not see someone who was on the fence. He was very bold. He was very emphatic with his point. The one thing that I'd like to end my statement because of time is if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, talks like a duck, then it might.
So it wasn't between Israel and Palestine. It was Hamas and Israel.
Yes, all right, sorry.
Which Hamas are Palestinians. So let's get that right.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I would say first of all, I'll commend the president for once again admitting that COVID-19 really had an impact on our economy, and then the speech, whoever listens to it definitely knows that he did his best, and it's commendable. But to end my statement, what I want to say is that I feel for the president, and I know what he's going through at this moment where the exchange rate is suffocating at 2%, that we cannot find him. Where Galamsey suffocated the president himself, that he cannot be found. You see the national chairman embarking on Turkey tour, and his chief of staff who is supposed to support him, you see him jumping from one health talk to the other. I feel for the president. They should come on board and help him. We beg them. And most importantly, the Agric ministers talked about the Nkukon Kitinkiti. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Part of the UN
where,
speech.
I'm ending. He spoke about the Nkukon Kitinkiti, where he said they've budgeted 200 million to purchase 3 million chicks. Right. But if you do the mathematics, meaning they are buying each chick for 67 Ghana cedis. And this morning when I was coming here, I called a friend, Gerard, and asked him, is it to poultry? He said the chick is 20 Ghana cedis maximum. So we beg.
How much did you buy Masset? How much your government buy Masset?
We know he wants to become a flag bearer.
How much your government buy Masset?
You should reduce the price. We are begging. Alabaraka. We beg you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming through. And I'd have loved us to talk about your lecture that's happening in 2026. Would you want to say anything about it quickly before you leave?
We have the Bright Future Alliance, which I'm the executive director of. We are having an African Leaders of Influence lecture series, which will intend to feature a distinguished African president a former African president. So when everything is set, we'll come back and have that discussion on the stage.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. This early morning. We know because of time we were able to exhaust the conversations, but I'm grateful. Don't worry, we can talk about it after the show. Thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you for also staying tuned from 7 a.m. through till now 10 a.m. We are grateful. Join us same time tomorrow from 7 to 10 as we bring you your morning dose of motivation, news, and everything in between. My name is Augustine Adam Kobe to saying stay glued to MX24.